fresh financial you is closer than you think. With MyFICO, you can get the right score for your credit goal, including your FICO scores used for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards. MyFICO provides your FICO score straight from the people that created it. And you can compare your FICO scores and credit reports from all three bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, side by side. Understanding your credit has never been easier. So use MyFICO to get a clearer picture of your credit in 2026. Visit myfico.com or download the MyFICO app to get started today.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Wednesday, February 28th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. The biggest news of the day comes from TikTok. Not so much TikTok as much as Universal Music Group. You might remember a few weeks ago, I talked about how Universal Music Group had removed its music from TikTok because they failed to reach an agreement over royalties. As a result of not agreeing, TikTok had to remove songs owned or distributed by Universal Music Group by January 31st. Now, though, TikTok has to remove songs that contain compositions controlled by Universal Music Publishing Group. Here's how this works. All songs that have been written or co-written by a songwriter signed to Universal Music Publishing Group must be removed, and all videos that feature these songs must be muted. Of course, the videos that include those impacted songs will still be on the platform, but they just won't have any sound. TikTok says that Universal Music Group and Universal Music Publishing Group's catalog represents anywhere from 20 to 30% of popular songs on TikTok. What does this mean? If a songwriter signed to Universal Music Publishing Group had even a small part of a song that was owned by a different label, TikTok would have to remove that song from its platform. This latest development means some artists that are not signed to Universal Music Group will have their music removed from TikTok. Overall, I think this entire situation is ridiculous. Creators should not suffer just because brands with huge pockets can't seem to work together. However, this is a good reminder to go back through your content. Make sure that your videos that have music are still able to play. If they're not able to play anymore because there's no sound, you might want to select a different sound or take them down so they don't reflect badly on your account. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some Instagram news that involves live streaming games and also a friend map, just like Snapchat. So stick around. And we're back. Let's dive into some Instagram news. Instagram has confirmed that it is indeed working on a new friend map display inside the app, which is exactly the same as the Snap map on Snapchat. I will link to example screenshots which are posted by reverse engineering hacker Alessandro Paluzzi. But Instagram's friend map essentially enables your friends to see where you are and where you've been, with all posts and stories tagged with a location added to the map display. This functionality could also show live location and past visits depending on how you decide to set your settings. Users can choose which of their friends will be able to see their map, and Instagram appears to also be looking to build in dedicated notes functionality so that you could leave comments in different locations. I actually like that concept. So say I tagged a restaurant that I went to, I could say, hey, order the Korean beef here, it's the best. And then if you say, oh, that restaurant looks interesting, Daniel went there, tap on the little note, and you see my recommendation of what to order. I recognize that's the same as Yelp or Google Map reviews, but still, within Instagram, I like the concept. And in other news, Instagram is testing 2 new games within the Instagram app for going live. Maybe it's been a while since you went live. I feel like it was such a cool thing during the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, once we could have real life, going live just didn't really have the same impact anymore. However, Instagram is testing 2 games for going live. One is called This or That, and the other is called Trivia. Here's how This or That works. You let people pick 2 things, and then you share whether or not you like one of them over the other. So for instance, fries or tater tots, fame or fortune, memes or GIFs. You choose your favorites and then you share why you liked that specific one. You can answer up to 15 new questions every day. I like that there's a limit on that. And then the second, trivia, you can answer questions on anything from pop culture to science chosen at random each day. You can let people comment on what they think the answers are, or you can team up with a co-host when you go live to play this trivia game. These are interesting ideas, and I applaud Instagram for trying to come up with original ways to make lives interesting again. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, thank you for listening, and be sure to come back next time for more tech news, social media strategy, or other things that you need to know about.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.
Dreaming of buying your first car or a new home? Knowing your FICO score is the first step in making it real. With MyFICO, you can check your score for free and it won't hurt your credit. You'll get your FICO score, full credit reports, and real-time alerts all in one simple app. Your credit score is more than just numbers. It's the key to building the future you've been working toward. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and take the mystery out of your FICO score.